Right, Pumpkin? Oh, wait, is she in the frame? Hold on. There you go. Hi. Good morning. Thanks for being here. It is Tuesday, March 10th. And here's my coffee. Coffee with a little bit of vanilla protein shake. Cheers to you. Oh, that's delicious. I had 3 classes yesterday. So today I'm just doing 2. But it's good. It's really exciting. How are you? Are you having a good day? Hey, Dustin, how's it going? Good morning to you. It was so nice here yesterday. It was like, I don't know, it was like springtime. It was almost like summer. The weather was great. How is the weather where you are? I think we're gonna have another warm one today, so it'll be good. What do you think, Pumpkin? Anyway, let's go ahead and do a little bit of deep breathing. So close your eyes if you can. We're gonna inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. We're slowing our breath down and going within. If you don't know, I'm studying some new things. One thing is actually really old. It's ancient. It's called the trivium, and it's the ancient way of learning. So I want to share with you some ideas from that today. I don't know where my laptop is, but I took some notes, and it's a book, amazing book that was put together by I forget her name. Her name is Sister something. She was a professor at a college, and it's basically how the ancients learned, Aristotle and the ancient folks, and it's really powerful. So I'm going to share with you some ideas from that today. But let's go within for a few moments and step away from the outside world and just take a few moments for you. Inhale through your nose. Got a cat hair on my face. And exhale through your mouth. And inhale through your nose. Good. We're slowing our breath. And if you can, add a pause at the top of the breath and then when you exhale. And just leave that air out and leave the air in. And then exhale. Hold the air out. Inhale. And hold it in. And exhale. And inhale. Excellent. So now we've slowed our breath down. Continue breathing slowly and deeply. Ooh, you're making a Dunkin' Donuts chocolate chip coffee. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Cheers to you. Enjoy. I love that. Oh, here's Pumpkin on this side. She likes to mix it up sometimes. There you go. Okay. All right, Pumpkin. Okay. Hello. Anyway, let me get my laptop because where the hell did I put my laptop? Oh, it's over here. Because that info is so interesting, and I'm in a book club actually right now, and we're reading it once a week. I haven't actually made the book club yet. I'm going to join the next week, but they just started reading parts of this book out loud, and it's called The Trivium. Now, this is, again, it's how the ancients learned. And let me see if I can get to the actual book. I downloaded the PDF here. Excuse me. So this was written by, her name is Sister Marian Joseph, courtesy of St. Mary's College. And she originally put this together in 1937. And this copy has been edited in 2002 by a woman also. Let's see what her name is. Sorry. Not sure where her name is. Oh, here we go. Marguerite McGlynn in Philadelphia in 2002. So she took this text from 1939, she put it back together. But I'm going to share with you my notes because it is fascinating stuff. It's kind of heavy and dry, but it's also, I like to know the structure of things because that helps me sort of, I feel like once we know the structure of stuff, then we can, build on it. So again, this book is called The Trivium, and it's by Sister Mary and Joseph, courtesy of St. Mary College, and it talks about education. So there are 7 liberal. Ooh, oh, what happened there? Okay, all right. I don't know what's happening back there. There are 7 liberal arts, and these arts of reading, writing, and reckoning have formed the traditional basis of liberal education, each constituting both a field of knowledge and technique to acquire that knowledge. Now, she breaks it down, and basically, the concept of this is that in the beginning, we learn the art of thinking, right? Logic. Then I thought grammar was first, but anyway, I think grammar is first. The art of inventing symbols and combining them to express thought. And then logic, the art of thinking. And then rhetoric is the art of communicating thought from one mind to another and the adaptation of language to circumstance. So in the old days, in the days of Roman and Greek times, the children were taught originally how to physically read, and then they were taught how to think about what they were reading, and then they were taught how to apply it to their lives. So, but we've lost that. We kind of got stuck in our worlds on the reading and the memorizing, and that's as far as it goes. And it was funny because in college I would always, I'm like, I wouldn't do that well on exams because I was more into like the concepts and how they applied. Whereas my roommate, she was awesome at everything because she studied really hard. And I think she became a lawyer. I lost touch with her. But anyway, she was really good at memorizing and being really perfect on the details, right? And I was more about like the big picture, like, well, what does that mean? And how do we apply it? But it says here that our educational system, including, grade school, intermediate, high school, and college, is more based not all, but a lot based on memorizing stuff and the grammar. There's some logic, there's some art of thinking. And then the rhetoric is the art of communicating one thought to another. We kind of have lost that altogether. I mean, some schools, there's rare pockets, I think, that take part in that. But I think that we are really, really focused on the memorizing and the test scores. There's standardized testing here in the U.S. And that's really where the schools get their funding, if the kids do really well on these standardized tests. So they're kind of trapped in this lower level of just memorizing facts and knowing some basic concepts, but not really thinking how it affects us and then applying it in different ways. So then the next portion, let's see what you guys are saying. Hey there, John, welcome. Hi, Vicky, great to see you. Thanks for all the comments, Vicky. Pumpkin, your friend Vicky's here. Do you want to say hi? She said hi to you, Vicky. And by the way, I want to thank our moderator, Imran Hossain. Thank you, Imran. You're doing a great job. I appreciate all your moderating and your video editing and your making the awesome thumbnails. We've got a new video that's going to drop Thursday night Eastern Standard Time. So it's another one in our series, The Books and Brews. So that'll be really exciting. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so there's 3 basic ones for it's called the trivium, which is try is 3. And then the quadrivium are the next 4. So once we get those basic 3, and the quadrivium are aspects of the liberal arts that pertain to matter, the art of continuous quantity or extension. So the first 3 are like concepts. Like, this is really heavy stuff. So I didn't really plan to talk about this, but I've been reading this last night and taking notes, and I'm kind of excited to share it with you. And they say that, yeah, the cat couldn't care less. She doesn't care about this at all. But they say that if you can explain stuff to people, then you understand it better. So you guys are helping me by allowing me to try to explain this to you. So then the quadrivium is aspects of physical matter. So the trivium is aspects of thought, right? Knowing things, knowing grammar, knowing ideas, knowing rhetoric, how to apply those ideas. And then the quadrivium is physical matter, right? So that includes 4 topics. Can anybody guess what they are? Can anybody guess? Okay, the first one is arithmetic, the theory of numbers. Okay, very cool. I never liked arithmetic before, but now I'm starting to respect it. And music, the application of the theory of numbers and the measurement of discrete quantities in motion, which they're really making this very, sort of scientific. Geometry, the theory of space. And astronomy, the application of theories of space. So this is so cool. I didn't know any of this stuff before, and this book is just really kind of giving us a basis for different ways to learn things. All right, what are you guys saying? Let's see what's going on. Oh, hey, hey, thanks. Yes, Pumpkin has a resting, unimpressed face. That is her normal face. But she's purring, so if you can hear her purring, you know she's happy. So, hey, No Filter, welcome back. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, No Filter. Hey, Art. Educationally, when I was young, round pegs like me were forced to fit into square holes for the sake of conformity. That is so true. And I was watching something. We were talking about something in movement and I think it was something about ADHD or something. But basically, like you're taught in school, the kids that sit quiet and still and are trainable are the ones that are rewarded. And the kids that, maybe had a little extra energy or had different ideas or wanted to express themselves, they were trouble, right? Yeah, I know you were a trouble kid. But, look at you now. I wish all your teachers could see you now. They'd be like, oh, okay. Respect, right? Yeah, so anyway, so that's so interesting. So the trivium is the psychological stuff in our minds, and the quadrivium is the physical, how our physical world interacts. And they're together, they create the 7 liberal arts. And I'm reclaiming some language, okay? Because a lot of this stuff that I'm studying right now, it's called occulted knowledge. And for years, I was like, oh no, the occult is dangerous, it's bad, it's evil. It is not. Does anyone know what occulted means? I bet some of you guys do. If you want to type in the comments. But occulted is not evil, it is hidden. Occult, hidden. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that it's demon. I mean, it can be evil, it can be whatever, but it's a neutral word. And by creating an idea that it's dangerous or evil or bad, we stay away from it. We don't look into it. And that's exactly what some people who I would think try to control us as a species, us as humans, are doing. They're trying to have us not learn this stuff. Just, hey, go back on there and scroll and watch TV and eat something. There's nothing to see over here. Whereas the people that are working to educate themselves were finding this stuff. And I had a discussion in my book club the other day. And even though I didn't read the book, I jumped in late. But they were talking about the word occulted and how people, and also anarchy. And anarchy has been co-opted to be this evil, horrible thing. Anarchy just means, and empirically speaking, if you look it up, that there's there's not a form of government, that everybody leads themselves and governs themselves. But people also, with this group I'm talking to, everybody behaves morally and right, so that there's no need for a government. So that's putting a lot on the people too. So I don't know necessarily that would work, but the word anarchy empirically is not an evil word, but it's been co-opted to be something very dangerous. And there are some anarchists who are fringe people, but that's not the meaning of the original word. And so same thing with occult. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah. Okay, let me just get to one more thing and then we'll wrap it up. So together, those 7 things make the 7 liberal arts. These arts of reading, writing, and reckoning have formed the traditional basis of liberal education. And the other word I'm saying is liberal. That's not a bad word. This word was used in 1939. It had nothing to do with Democrats. It's just a word. So I want to reclaim the language so that we can use it properly, okay? Each constituting both a field of knowledge and the technique to acquire that knowledge. So don't you want to know? Don't you want to understand stuff? I do, and that's what I'm sharing this with you guys. So then this was interesting. I didn't know where they ever came up with the degree names. So the degree Bachelor of Arts is awarded to those who demonstrate the requisite proficiency in these 7 arts, and the degree of Master of Arts to those who have demonstrated a greater proficiency. Because I always wondered, I'm like, well, this is kind of archaic. What does this mean? And this is where it comes from. So that's pretty interesting. The seven liberal arts differ essentially from the many utilitarian arts, such as carpentry, masonry, plumbing, salesmanship, printing, editing, banking, law, medicine, or the care of souls, from the seven fine arts, which are architecture, instrumental music, sculpture, painting, literature, drama, and dance. Yeah, because I have a bachelor's in fine arts. So yeah, that makes sense. For both the utilitarian arts and the fine arts are transitive activities, whereas the essential characteristic of the liberal arts is that they are immanent or intransitive activities. Okay, it's kind of, I'll have to think about that one. What do you guys think? Oh my God, don't you love Pumpkin? Thank you so much, Vicky. Pumpkin, Vicky says hi again. She loves you purring. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. Let's see. You can have more degrees than a thermometer and still be dumb as a rock. That's great, Art. I love that. That's so funny. All right, guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to head out. Cheers. And enjoy this weather. If it's nice where you are, I'm definitely going outside for a walk today. Would you like some coffee? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Take care, everybody. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. Okay, thanks, Dustin. Great to see you, too. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.